Hello, hello. AriTheGoddesss here. I hope you all are doing well today. May this message resonate with you, and may you always use true discernment within every message. May the divine guide you and bring you the truth, the wisdom, and the clarity that is needed for your life, for your journey, and for this moment. Please know that within every message, there are many messages, meaning M-A-N-Y and M-I-N-I. So within the many messages are many messages, and I ask that you always use true discernment within it. And I also ask that you just stay throughout the whole video and have an outrageous openness. Have an outrageous openness of guidance, of wisdom for you. Within this message, allowing, there's something that you need to accept, something that you need to allow into your life. Maybe it's this divine guidance. Maybe every time that you start believing and having the faith, maybe there's something, yes, maybe there's someone who every time you start believing and allowing and accepting and trusting and having the faith, maybe there's an obstacle or circumstance happen, right? And you try to pick it back up. You try to pick it back up and feel as though, okay, being the warrior and just wanting to pick it up and feel like that this is just you. You're all alone. And, this may be a time where you need to really allow and accept the divine's guidance. Really allow and accept that the divine is going to help you within your deepest longings. And trust that the divine know exactly how to handle them, that you do not have to handle this alone anymore. The divine is wanting you to receive this divine plan. The divine is wanting you to trust that inner guidance, to trust, where the divine has brought you from within. The divine wants you to have this outrageous openness in this time. Yes, there's been times that you've done this on your own, and there's times you've gotten through it. But during those times, let me tell you something that may have happened. During those times of you doing this alone, it got heavier and heavier and heavier. And what has probably happened is you're probably carrying this baggage of, yes, you may have won, but you may have also, and I'm not saying that this is a bad thing. I think this is an honorable thing. But maybe from you winning so many, you've won. So you, and we could say that you failed, but we all know what failure really is. It's really, it's really a learning experience. So there's some lessons that you have been able to, I'm going to just say this. There's lessons and there's wins and there's all type of stuff that's happened throughout your journey. And, it probably has become heavy for you. Yeah, you may have accomplished. Yeah, you may have learned. Yeah, you may have learned, just gained, strength. But it's like the fight, there we go. Thank you, divine. The trauma of the fight is still weighing on you. It's like you still have the trauma from, fighting all these battles, fighting all these obstacles, fighting all these, circumstances, even within and outwardly. And this is where the divine is wanting you to trust. This is where the divine is wanting you to give this surrender. Surrender it all, I ask. I ask that in this time you give all of that up. Yes, you've gotten through that. But I ask that in this time that you're able to surrender those times, surrender those moments, surrender those baggages, because they no longer serve you. because you're this warrior, and you have all. Well, I'm gonna speak for me. I was this warrior, right? I was completing so many wins. I was learning so many lessons. I was, just felt alone in a lot of what I was going through in my life. And I was carrying the the trauma from those as well. Not just when we were younger, but through life as well. Even through those cycles of repeating what had happened to me as a child. Those are cycles that are being repeated even as an adult. And so when you're fighting these battles, when you're trying to fight it by yourself, and you don't fully trust in the divine, this is when they get heavy. And that's why in this time I'm asking you to surrender. I'm asking you to surrender it all, the emotions, the energy, the battle, the war, even the warrior. I gotta be this warrior. I ask that you surrender and give it to the divine, because it's too heavy for you. It's too heavy it's too heavy. And I know what heavy that I know the heavy that I'm talking about, because I know that there's someone out there that is feeling this heaviness. You know that saying, what is it? It feel like the world is on your shoulders. It don't have to be. Maybe that is the point of us going within the isolation, the solitude, and gathering what we need for ourselves within, so that we can let all of that go and know that we are not in this by ourselves. The divine has had our back before and will always have our back. But we have to have the faith and trust this path and trust the divine, that the divine is going to take care of our deepest longings. We have to know that. It takes us to believe that. Yes, we can hear that from everyone else, but it takes us to hear that. Yeah, we've been this provider. Yeah, we may have been this healer. Yeah, we may have been, just play different roles within our lives. Okay? And maybe you feeling that heaviness, but the divine is wanting you to surrender that. Let it go. Surrender. And receive the divine plan. Grieve. This grieve card is right here. Tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. So maybe you need to grieve. Cry it out. I ask that in this time you create a sacred space between you and the divine. And I just ask that you sit there. What is weighing on you right now? I ask that you literally set the intention to sit aside some minutes. I would say 10, 15, 30, an hour. Please sit aside some minutes. Sit still. Set the intention. Divine, whatever I need to do right in this moment, I ask that you help me do what is needed. Divine, if I need to cry, if I need to let go, I ask that you help me, because I've been holding on for this for so long. I've been holding on to this hurt, this energy, I've had this weight on me for so long. Divine, I need you. Doing it with humility, doing it with truth, doing it with honesty, doing it with your heart. And I ask that in this time, you really just surrender. Grieve, cry. Whatever your body wants to do, I ask that you do that within that moment. It's much needed. This is what the divine has been wanting. The divine has been wanting you to know you have not been in this alone. You do not have to fight this battle. You do not have to fight these obstacles alone. I am here. The divine has been saying, I am here. So the divine is wanting you to allow and trust this time and to receive the divine plan and have this outrageous openness of who you are and who the divine has been trying to tell you who you are, and this outrageous openness of wisdom, of compassion, of love, of truth, of divine guidance, because it's been here. The divine is wanting to bless you miraculously. The divine is wanting you to be healed within. The divine does not want you to walk around weighted. That isn't divinity. It's not divinity. Let it go so that you can ascend. Grieve. Trust this path. The divine is wanting you to see through these fears and illusions. With worth just fell out. Come on now. Thank you. Limitless, right below it. They came out together. Worth, limitless. You are worthy. You have been worthy to belong to love all along, without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. Come on, divine. Thank you, divine. With the limitless right here, it says, see yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone. So you may be going through some circumstances, some obstacles right now. You may not feel as though, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this. I don't know how I'm going to get out of this. It's because you're not supposed to know how you're going to get out of it. That is the point of trusting the divine plan right now and allowing and saying yes to this reality, saying yes to this moment, and to know that anything that whatever is needed is going to come next for you, as long as you allow and accept this from the divine and trust the divine and receive the divine plan. Have an outrageous openness in this time right now. Do not settle. Do not settle for a limited mind with this limitless card right here, because you are limitless. The divine can use anything or anyone, and know that whether or not any of this what you are needing to improve, whether or not you improved, you are worthy of love. So the divine was going to provide you this love no matter what. Please have the faith in this time. This is a beautiful message for someone, because there may be some things that are going on in your life right now, circumstances, obstacles that no one has no idea about. And it's not for them to know. Remember, this is your business. This is your individual experience with the divine, earth school, all within yourself. And you are standing tall, and you are being strong, and you are being powerful and wanting to stand in your truth. I ask that you still do that. Do not fold in this time. Continue to walk. Continue to walk with your head held high. Please do not walk with your head down. I've done it before. Having so many thoughts and weighted thoughts on your mind, walking with your head down. No, you walk with your head straight, shoulders high. And I'm not talking about yes, I love heroes. I love the hero movies and stuff like that. But I'm talking about in a divine way. Whether you're a divine masculine or a divine feminine, walking with divinity within you and knowing it's there. And knowing that the divine has your back. You do not have to walk with the weight of the world on your shoulders anymore. And I ask that you be able to receive that. Receive this truth, because this is truth. Imagine you just giving it up. Imagine yourself just surrendering. If you cannot, let's use imagination for a while. Imagine yourself standing wherever you want to be. It can be within your home, within a forest, wherever your safe place is in your imagination. Open your arms, open your eyes, put your head and lean back. You know how to surrender, like a person who surrenders, and just let light, picture light over you, or picture light shining within your heart, and let the divine just guide you there. Just stay there. I ask that for, if 3 minutes too long, 1 minute. Even that 1 minute matters. All right, what is that going to do? It's going to uplift you. You're creating a space. You're letting go. That's what our imagination is for. And just by you doing that 1 minute imagination, imagine what it's going to do for your reality. Because if we're the co-creators of our life, if we can imagine something and it happens, imagine if you use 1 minute to picture yourself surrendering and letting light shine all over you or within your heart. That is what is going to be brought forward within your life. I'm speaking to someone. I'm speaking to everyone, even myself. I've done this. I'm doing this. So within this message, there are many messages, and I'm trying to see, do I want to? Yes, I'm gonna combine them. I'm just gonna go ahead and combine them. There is something so that was a message for someone, and this may be for the same person, this message right here, or this may be for a different person. But there is something that you are wanting to do, and you may be afraid to do it. Allow, trust, have the faith, receive, have outrageous openness. Know that you are worthy. Trust this path. And if you need to grieve about anything, please grieve about this, and whatever it is. The same message that was about the one before is within this one as well. So I hope you're ready. So there's someone who is needing to step out on faith. There's something that the divine has guided you to do. And you may be scared. You may be terrified. But remember, you are liberated from that. But also in this time, you may be in the way, thinking these thoughts that isn't true to you. Those thoughts no longer serve you. The divine has guided you within to show you who you are. The divine has guided you within and showed you your worth, how loving you are, how beautiful you are, how unique you are, how extraordinary you are. The divine has showed you that you're supported, that you're secure, you're stable. The divine has showed you your creativeness. Your divine has shown you how to step out on that, or to be divinely guided by that. The divine has shown you how to use your compassion, your wisdom, and your love. The divine has shown you how to express yourself in a way that is true to you. The divine has shown you the vision, the imagination. The divine has shown you your divinity. So if you are afraid in this time right now, I ask that you go back to that every core that I just spoken of. Because you have been shown this. You've been guided to this, or you're being guided to this. And I ask that you trust this time right now. Please do not let your thoughts, those or any negativity, and I'm going to say this, even of others. This is why I was speaking about keeping this time is so pure and so sacred. There may have been times that you may have been spoken about what your next moves before, but this is not the time, because you are not the same, and your energy isn't the same. And remember, I was speaking of, there's people, we're all on different levels, going through life in different perspectives, and it's different. There's different things going on. So I ask that you create boundaries around who you are now. I'm gonna be honest, and this isn't to downplay anyone, because like I said, we're all on different levels, we all on different paths, but everyone cannot be around you in this moment. Wherever the divine has taken you to, the path to align to, that is the path that you continue to be tunnel vision about, and trust it. The divine has guided you on what to do. And this is why I was speaking about that sacred time. Whatever it is, you could just do it in silence. You don't have to, just do it. I ask that you're able to step out on that faith and do it. And this is why I was speaking about not telling anyone, because whether you do it wherever you started or not, if it doesn't turn out how you want it to, okay. Let it go, start something new. We are limitless with this limitless card right here. We're limitless. Do you not know we have many talents and gifts? We do. There are so many. And if you're able to come back around to it, trust in that. Trust that you'll be able to come back to it. And allow the divine to guide you within whatever gift or talent it is. Maybe it's singing for someone. It may be singing for someone. I keep getting singing, dancing, art. And it's funny because it's funny how what leads you to your gifts and talents. Like, it's beautiful. I'm going to say that, because it's like, Like I said before, the very things that are frowned upon be the very things that help you get to your truth. And this is why I tell you all the time that you got to get in your business. And you gotta get still and intimate with the divine so that you can go to the next level. This is why I speak of that. Maybe it's singing for someone, expressing yourself through singing, music, rapping, art, dancing. There's so many talents. And like I said, you can do this in silence between you and the divine. Always divinely setting your intention with everything you do and trusting that it's going to come back lawfully. Because it's law. Trusting the unknown, because that's a beautiful place. See, I'm so glad this limitless card came out, because I was in the shower and I was speaking. Oh my goodness. Thank you, divine. Listen. So when you know that you're limitless, you don't have to operate in only one mentality. When you know that you're limitless, you're able to have that pure potential within everything you do. It's really willing to come from a pure place, a loving place, a unique place, extraordinary place, a divine place, because you know that you're limitless. Too many times when we start to put different mentalities on things, it makes that very thing that we're creative at limited. And that was what I was speaking about, of the creative side. Like and this structure, of course, within certain things, yes, it's important. But when I'm speaking about creativity, when I speak about the creative part, it's limitless, it's free, it's open, it's outrageous. It's an outrageous openness to your creativity. It's extraordinary. It's abundance. It's filled with pure potential energy. So it's no limit on that energy at all. And when you're able to tap into that, when you're able to be in alignment enough and to sit still in that, and to really know that you can do, you're able to do these you're able to do what is true to you in a way that is true to you, with not having any attachment to how it should be, but trusting in yourself and knowing that you are extraordinary and unique and limitless. You'll be able to ride that energy. I really hope that is making sense of what I'm speaking of. I really do. The unknown is beautiful. You remember, I have a story. I already have a story. So you remember the brand I was telling you about, which is still being divinely guided. I used to do pop-up shops. And my very first, no one told me to do a pop-up shop. I just remember there was I'm trying to make it short, but you know how I am about stories. Okay, so there was a pop-up shop that I had found out about the day before the pop-up shop. And something just told me to do it. I did it. I did it that night, and the pop-up shop was the next day. Luckily, I'm so grateful that I was able to even get in. And so I'm like, I've never done nothing like this before. I'm new to this brand, to my brand, everything, but something just told me to do it. Did it. All right. And so the next, I posted about it that night, didn't post about it, no other time, but just that night, because that's when I got into it or whatever. Okay. Next day, pop-up shop come. My goal was to make $600. Now, where this number come from, I have absolutely no idea. And I was selling sets. I was selling clothing, right? And so I was doing very well, very, 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 very well. Shockingly, like I'm still in the unknown. I'm still just doing it. Like I'm just letting the day, I'm just stepping out on faith, really. Just, and in this time, I had already knew that I was limitless, because I knew that this wasn't nothing that, I knew that not many people was doing it, but that didn't drive me. What drove me to know is when I was reading about this just very thing on how to, not on how to do, but just how, just knowing that there's first of all, there's money out there for everyone. There's creative, like there this is limitless. And it's when you have that lack mindset and feeling limited is when you stall it, when you just stagnate yourself, when you limit yourself. But this was before I had just learned about just I'm limitless. And I've always really had that creative side of me being limitless and not had anything just, there's so many rules. I like acting out of my creative side, right? And so yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you, is that's the state of mind I was in. So I was just letting the day go by. I was getting my energy from this limitless energy that all of us have, this pure potential energy that is all around us. And I was just going for it that day. And so, I was just being me. And so we were packing up, and I had calculated I calculated how much I had. I kid you not, y'all, I was selling the clothes for $40. I had $560. I even had a friend. She was there with me. She heard me. I said I have $560. My goal was No, I didn't tell her how much my goal was. Yes, I did. I said I have $560. I need $40 more to hit my goal. That's how I said it. Y'all, I kid you not. It was a car that pulled up. Listen. It was a car that pulled up. The girl got out the car and she came straight to my table. Like literally, she came straight to the table, handed me the money, and she said she wanted the red one. I believe it was the red one. Y'all, we packed her up. I packed her up and everything. She said, thank you, got in the car and left. Literally, she came straight to my table. I still to this day, I'm like, like what? That literally happened. So I'm telling you, whatever it is the divine is wanting you to step out on faith on, please allow this, accept it, so the divine can bring you what is needed. So what is meant for you can come next. And please be open to receive this divine plan for yourself. Know that it's easier for you to receive now. You're no longer in that lack mentality. You're no longer in that warrior mentality. Yes, being a warrior, that is so honorable. But the divine got you. The divine has always had you. Put it in the divine's hands now, and know that your deepest longings will be taken care of. Know that the divine can handle them. And please have this outrageous openness in your time and in your life right now. Please, I ask you. And please, whatever it is that you need to grieve, let go. Let those tears fall. They are beautiful. Tears are beautiful. Open your heart. Unthaw your heart. And have the faith and know that you are worthy. You are worthy of love. You are worthy to give love, and you are worthy of love. And that the divine is wanting you to know that this unconditional love has been over you this entire time. And the divine is wanting you to trust your path. To trust this path. Please. Now, so to back me up on that endeavor that I was telling you about, that I went to this pop-up shop, let me tell you what ended up happening. This is why I'm able to tell you, this is why I'm here, because I'm able to tell you about these experiences and telling you and show you. I believe I went through this stuff to show you. For even me, because I've learned, I believe we can be our biggest teachers. We are our teachers ourselves as well. So listen, I started doing more and more pop-up shops, right? And as I'm doing more and more pop-up shops, there's an energy that started. I'm going to be honest. There is an energy that started to shift. I'm going to keep it real. I have to. Okay. So it was an energy that I noticed that shifted for me and just for even my reality. It seemed like what inspired me and my creativeness and me going for it, it seemed like there was an energy amongst others where the people who I once inspired before I did this, it seemed like they wasn't so much inspired anymore. There was like an energy of, and I want to speak, I'm past this but I just want to be honest because we all know that this really happened. So I'm going to bring it down a level. There was like a competitive energy. And I wasn't sure why. At this time, I was unsure why. I'm like, because remember, I had this limitless mindset. Not realizing there were people that, here we go. I had this limitless mindset, not realizing that there were people that had a limited mindset. And because I thought that others thought like this, I continued to share this energy. I continued to, thrive in my way. But then I started noticing just the energy even around me started to shift. And I just could not figure out why. And I'm going to keep it real. My feelings was hurt behind that because the very people that that you inspired at one point in time, it seemed like they were against me. Or I'm going to just say that was on another level. But we all know the truth of what I'm speaking. It just seemed like, limitless, limited. And you know that they don't, I'm going to say this, limitless and limited don't mix. And once it started, see, the feelings part, I didn't realize my feelings was hurt until later on. My ego started getting in the way. At first, my feelings was hurt. But then I let ego get in the way. I'm like, why would you even want to compete with me? This and this and that. So I'm letting things go on in my head. So now I'm in this, you like, and it wasn't a bad, like, you want to compete? Here we go. No, it was just like, okay, well, I'm going to show you. You want to compete? I'm going to show you. But it wasn't on a level of just, it was proving it to me. Because I had that, remember I was speaking of, like, my grandmother said I wasn't going to be anything. So I had that mentality mixed with what I felt, what others were saying. And that's what I was going after us. So it was no particular one I was competing against. It was just me really trying to prove people wrong. And that is the last place that I want to be in. And that's the place that I was in. Just trying to prove people wrong. So I'm going to repeat that. No, I wasn't competing with no one. I did felt people competing with me, but it was me just trying to prove people wrong about who I was. Right? And the moment you get like that, I noticed that the moment I got like that, I got in this low vibrational energy. And remember when I was telling you about this low vibrational energy, you can pick up anything. That's where anything is picked up. And I was picking up all that energy. When you're in a certain state, that's when I noticed that's when I picked up so much stuff, so much energy that wasn't me. That's when certain energy can attach to you. So then that's when I start feeling limited. That's when I start feeling like it wasn't easy for me to receive. That's when I started not having faith or trust in anything anymore. That's when I felt like I wasn't supported. Then boom. There we go. Now, of course, everything happens for a reason. So I'm not angry at that time, but I'm here to bring up that time. I'm here to know about that time, to see what happened, and to see where I could have operated in and gained some truth then, because I'm able to know another time around what is needed. And even for you, see, you may not have went through that experience, but maybe me sharing that experience, you can be ahead and notice that whatever is going on within this time, that's not true. To bring you down, to let you know that within these obstacles, they're going to be within this time, there's going to be obstacles, but to know to always go back to that core. See, I didn't have a core then. The divine has taken me through this isolation so I can gain that strength, gain that core. So when that happens again, not this time. I got a foundation now. I am secure. I am supported. I am stable. I am creative. I do know how to express myself. I am compassionate. I am loving. I am kind. Come on now. So that this is beautiful. And I just ask that you're able to see this within this time in whatever you do. Whatever art, whatever endeavor, wherever level, even within yourself, you don't even play. It's not even just about, gifts and it's about yourself as well. So I ask that in this time, have this outrageous openness and allow the divine to guide you. Get it off of you and give it to the divine. I really, really hope this message resonated. I really do. Please know there's depths of the truth within this time. And as you go in and as you gain that self, as you gain that wisdom within yourself, that truth that's within yourself, you're gaining the many depths of the truth of who you are. In the depths of the truth of life. And I ask that you allow this. Allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to thrive. And be the very person the divine has aligned you to be, has wanted you to know that you are all this time. So please have the faith. Please allow this time and receive what the divine has for you. Please continue this life with outrageous openness, your journey with outrageous openness, and trust that the divine will take care of your deepest loneliness. Please have the faith and know that you are limitless. And know that you are worthy of love. You are worthy of love, and trust this path. And if you need to grieve, if you need to let go of whatever is need, of whatever doesn't serve you anymore, please grieve and let it go. Unthaw that heart and move through the heart. Move with the heart's wisdom with whatever you do. Let it go. But let go on the bottom of the deck. I cannot make this up. The divine said that is the truth. So I really hope this message resonated with you. May you always use true discernment within every message. Sending you so much love and light. May you get it through the wind. Thank you.